Mono black is great in the current standard, but how is it in the future standard? Let's take a look. That's right, welcome to the Attic Mana Dad here. This is the channel where we play what's good in Magic, mostly on Arena. And today we're playing Future Standard. There's an On the Edge event, which is probably done by the time I post this video, but that doesn't matter because what you want to do is you want to figure out what kind of deck you can play when Standard rotates, which happens in September with the release of the Wilds of Eldraine. Okay, so I explained this in my other rotation-proof video deck. You check the description. There's chapter breaks if you just want to jump ahead and see the gameplay or what have you. I'm going to get into the deck tech in just a second, but just in case you want to build a deck that is future standard proof, what you're going to want to do here is select any set that's out since Streets of New Capenna. Obviously, I'm recording this at the time we just have Phyrexia, All Will Be One. We don't have March of the Machines yet as I record this, and March of the Machines will surely add even more great black cards to the card pool. But that is how you go and you craft and build a deck that will be good in the future standard, because that is where the cutoff point for the rotation will be 2023-2024 season. Okay, deck, mono black. We're a little bit pressed on 1-drops. I've got, of course, the 4 Evolved Sleepers. This has been a pretty good standard card already. 4 cut downs, already fantastic removal. People are playing this in even formats beyond standard. For other 1-drops, I threw in an Ashnod and 2 Cult Conscripts. There may be other 1-drops. You may not even need these, but there it is. For removal, Drown in Ichor and 4 Go for the Throats. Pretty good removal. Misery Shadow, again, all-star in Explorer Pioneer. So obvious include in your standard black deck. Then we've got Gix, Yawgmoth Praetor. I got one of those in here. I was trying not to do too many rares, but of course, what are you going to do? And then I got 4 Liliana the Veils because I had them. You don't need to run 4, but it's kind of nice with the proliferate ability on Drown in Ichor. And still a really good card. I know some lists are dropping this in standard currently, but it's a really good card. Also, really honorary 3-drop. Most of the time we're going to be casting this for 3. Flesh Gorgeous George, the Phyrexian Flesh Gorger. It's going to be a 3/3 menace lifelink, and if we happen to get up to 7 mana, or reanimate it with Cruelty of Gix, it's going to be a 7/5 menace lifelink. This is just so hard to deal with, just a ridiculous card. So got that. And then, of course, Shieldred, still going to be legal for another year in standard. So deal with it. Maybe it'll get, people just get sick of playing with it. But basically, you got a must-answer threat here with this. This is a lot of times a must-answer threat. This is oftentimes a must-answer threat. Gix can just start drawing you cards off your must-answer threats if they're not answered. And so by the time this drops, a lot of times opponents are just out of removal and they're just going to scoop. And what removal they have may not be able to hit a 4/5, especially if they're in red. The mono red decks just really drop to this. You got life gain and it's 4/5 body. Pretty nasty. I also threw in 1 Vraska to see what the other mono black planeswalker is. This can proliferate and draw us cards. It can turn stuff into treasures. And we can do some kind of weird poison win if we get enough loyalty on it. And then Cruelty of Gix. You've seen this has been played in standard too. I got 2 of these in the deck. Target opponent reveals their hand. You choose a creature or planeswalker card from it. That player discards that card. Search your library for a card. Put that card into your hand. Then shuffle. You lose 3 life. And then Chapter 3, put target card from a graveyard onto the battlefield under your control. What's nice is it's got read ahead, so we can do that whenever. So that is the deck. It is 100% legal in current standard as I record this, and will be 100% legal in the next standard. So it's a really good base also if you want to just, I mean, this is not that different from a current standard mono black deck, so you could just play this on the ladder, start building towards whatever is going to be the good mono black deck in the next season. Okay, before we get to the matches, just remind you stick around to the very end. I'll show you the win rate of the deck, which is very good. Hint, hint. And I will also remind you that I'm going to give away packs to subscribers soon, so hit that subscribe. Okay, Let's play some matches with Mono Black. Playing Mono Black.
Black is the color of emptiness. I feel it in my soul because I'm an emotional mess.
We have no early drops, but we're keeping anyway. Very non-alphabetically, ZYZXZ is going first in this match here. So I'm confident we can keep the board clear. Oh, they're in black. I mean, they're in red.
What is?
What do you mean,
What is?
It's nearly Thanksgiving. Why don't you come as a turkey?
Red.
They're playing electrostatic infantry, which is interesting because that is like the... Actually, I should have done cut down there. Should have saved my -4/-4. That proliferates. Giant Cindermaw. Well, our lifelinker not great against it. Maybe let's just Liliana. Let's just Liliana. So I also have a mono-red rotation-proof deck on the suspicion that mono-red is what you want to be playing during rotation. Usually pick up a lot of wins as the meta gets solved by just playing a fast deck. But, okay, they're going to Lightning Strike Liliana, that's fine. Really not concerned. I think once I get a couple of these guys on the battlefield, as long as they don't play any more of the can't gain life guys, be in good shape. Double Cruelty of Gix. I didn't even remember I put 2 of these in the deck. They're digging with the engraver. Wish you saved that Lightning Strike A. They've got something instant speed because it's pausing. I don't know what it is, but we'll just drop another Flesh Gorger. We're at 23 life. They're at 2 cards in hand. I'm liking where we're at. I think maybe they're playing black and they haven't gotten a black source. I don't know why you would play Enthrall to the Pit otherwise. Very strange. We won't play Gix. And Scoop. Scoop, scoop-a-doop. Mono Black. With Dennis. Cut down, cut down. I'll cut it down. The Wilkes pops that Terramorphic Expanse. They're either low on dual land rares or unfortunately no creature to play. But they've got a very complicated mana base here. Green and black. Rot Priest. I'll take a poison. Take a poison, thanks. Looks like a green-black poison deck. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think I'm going to Misery Shadow here first. Hold up the cut down. Exactly, and it eats the removal, that's fine. Now if they want to remove the Gix and the Evolved Sleeper, we've got something in our back pocket. Rot Priest number 2. Vat of Rebirth. Well, they're a bit stuck on mana here. I'll attack. They choose not to block. Now we can cut down and shielded. Ouch. Poison counter. Can start the proliferation going on the old Vat of Rebirth. But they don't care to. Got him. Mono black. It's been very strong in the current standard. Let's see how it does in the future standard. Okay, well, we got some heavy hitters. We wish we had more lands, but we can keep it. Up against Gonzo. 616. What area code is 616? Give me a shout. Let me know. Plains. Recruitment officer. Well, now Evolve Sleeper, you're 1 turn late, Evolve Sleeper. Now I want you to be a land. Okay. Just blue and white soldiers. Yeah, deck is good. I think we don't mind trading off here. Just keep them off the board till we can get something going.
Haven't you ever heard of personal space?
Can't use Go for the Throat on these guys, so. One of these guys is a lot less powerful than 2 of those guys. Okay. It's the Ocean Frontliners deck. They go ahead and decide to take out Liliana.
Fine.
That's fine.
I'm not wanted.
Okay. Well, double spell here. Opponent drops a land. Another recruitment officer. Getting deja vu here. Arbin. Okay, well, there's a target to go for the throw. The question is, do I just take the 4 here? This needs 5 or more soldiers to go crazy. We'll just no blocks here, because if we don't draw land, take that out now. And now Misery's Shadow can block and pump, or we can pump the Evolved Sleeper. Makes their attacks a little trickier. They can be drawing off that recruitment officer, which I don't like. They're going to ossify the Misery Shadow. Okay. So be it. Now I kind of wish I'd played my Death Thatcher. Keep them from refilling their hand. And how about another Liliana? Talk about deja vu.
And you think you can win? I've always hated crowds.
Myrel. That's a bit rough.
Whatever.
No removal.
After all.
And no land. Okay, now things are looking bad. I guess we'll pump the Ocean frontliners because I know I'm going to be blocking Myral. Finally. Phew. Bless me. No attacks. Yeah, they can just sit back and draw cards off that Sky Strike. At least they'll be taking damage from Shieldred when they do. Oh, man. Oh, great draw for them. I didn't know that was coming. And that is the game. Can't block the 4/5. Can't block enough of these soldiers. And down goes Mono Black. Up against Dantech. Here's the opening hand. Cult Conscript. Best time to see it. Opening hand. It's best time to see it opening hand when you're on the play. Do not have a 2-drop, but maybe they'll play something we can kill. Probably worth it. Oh, I thought I was going to sneeze. Okay. Let's see if they want to trade first. They don't. We'll go for the throat now. They might have a protection spell. Next turn, Flesh Gorgino or Liliana the Veil. They play a creature. Flesh Gorgeous George. What do you got, Dantech? Dantech has nothing. See you later, Dantech. Monome Black. Build your loops. Push the little square buttons. Evolved Sleepers. So sleepy. Won't be playing this game first. In the video. Spectrum Sentinel. Fortunately survives the go for the throat. I think we'll just remain mana efficient here. This looks like it's going to be an artifact deck, though. This might be a dead card in our hand. Recruitment Officer. Okay, maybe it's a soldier deck. Red-white soldiers. Interesting. Being a little aggressive here. Would you like to block opponent? They would not. 1 land and 2 turns away from the cruelty of Gex. See what they want to do. How you want to play this opponent? Resolute reinforcements, sure. Put them all on that guy? Okay. Well, you do realize I can give him... I guess I can't get him... No, I can give him Death Touch. So... I think this is going to be a scoop here. That's sorcery speed. Unfortunate speed. It was bro love. I love my bro. Broby1 Kenobi, frequent guest on this channel. You might not know if you never watched the limited content. He's a limited junkie. Often up there in the tops of the rankings. Yeah, I think we'll just go right from the top here. Okay. They didn't want to reveal what was in their hand. Actually, oh, I should have clicked View Battlefield. I might have been able to see what they had. Although I don't think you can see hands. You can only see the graveyards and what's in exile. Okay, so here's the proof I didn't do anything funny. There's one game I didn't show you, which is a loss to blue-black Proliferate here. And that was just a game that went really long. It was in top decks, and I only top decked land. And so it was a long, boring game. And so I'm not going to show it to you. But 67% win rate, 75% on the play, 50% on the draw. I do think Blue-White Soldiers is probably the better deck. You're probably going to lose to that a lot of the time when you face it. I don't know what the tech will be exactly for Mono Black to beat it, but maybe just drawing enough removal spells and using them judiciously will be enough to kind of get the soldiers. But we didn't do it in our game against blue-white soldiers, but that's good tech and good to know for the future standard. Blue-white soldiers is going to be a good deck also. Okay, so thanks so much for joining me here in the attic. If you like this video, check out some of the other ones wherever they are on the screen. They're even better than this one. And remind you, hit that subscribe, because Modern Horizons 2 set booster pack may have your name on it. Smells like a Ragavan. Okay. Ragavan probably would smell pretty bad. Monkeys generally smell pretty bad. All right, we're not going to get into what Ragavan's smell is. We're just going to remind you that Magic is a game so fun, even dads can enjoy it. Adios.